Okay, so picking up on our first verb, which is I have hidden the donuts from you. I want to focus on have hidden. So what we're going to do, if you're taking notes, follow along with me and see if we can break this down. For some reason, sometimes people either click with the verb expansion rule or they're like, I don't get this. So I'm going to try to go slowly with you. So have hidden, our first task that we're going to work on today is how to deconstruct a verb, how to show that have hidden is actually deconstructed into a mathematical equation. And then the second task we're going to have for today is taking something in a math equation and reconstruct it into a verb. So let's take have hidden and show how the verb expansion rule works. So the first thing is I want to notice that T means tense, and I can only have a present or a past tense. All right, so I'm going to make sure you remember that. There's only a present or a past. So the tense is always defined by the very first word. Has nothing to do with the word hidden, has everything to do with the word have. And if you need to, you might make a note of this. Some people might, and that's okay. Have and has are present. Had is past. So I'm going to write my answer in this white rectangle here. So I'm going to take the tense of the very first word. And the tense of the very first word is going to be present. So I'm going to write the word present. You should do the same. But then I'm going to add a little plus sign. It's a little math equation. Now what I do with the verb expansion rule is there are 5 parts to it. I'm just going to make my way down these 5 parts and see if I need any of these parts. Remember, the 3 things in the middle with the parentheses are purely optional. So sometimes you won't need them. And if you don't need something, you just kind of skip it. So the first thing I notice then after my tense is M for modal. So I'm ready to put my modal here. Do I have a modal? Well, I don't. I have hidden doesn't have a modal. There's no can, there's no shall, there's no could or would, if I look at my list of modals, it's not there. That's okay. Remember, it's optional. It's why there's parentheses. So I skip it. I go to the next thing. The next thing says, hey, do you need a have plus en? Well, what I look for is do I have any form of have, whether that be have, has, or had? Do I have any form of those in this verb? I do. Here it is. It doesn't even matter where it is. As long as one of those words of have, has, or had is sitting down here, that means I need this, and I need the whole thing. So I'm going to add this whole thing down here. So I'm going to add in have plus en. I'm going to write it literally how it appears up here. So just a pause for a second. If this said I had hidden, I'd still write have plus en. If it said he has hidden, I'd still write have plus en. It doesn't matter what form it shows up in, as whether it's have, has, or had. If I have any of those, I get to add this structure right here to my mathematical equation. Okay. Fourth, be plus ing. The easiest way of remembering this is saying, okay, do you have any ings? Because if you do, I need you to write this down. Well, if I look here, I have hidden. There's no ing. And if there's no ing, I don't need this. Just like there was no modal, there's no ing in have hidden. So I get to skip this, which is okay because once again, these just simply have parentheses as a way of letting me know it's optional. So lastly, my 5th part is my main verb. Remember, my main verb, just like my tense, is not optional. You have to have a main verb. My main verb is always the last word. So that's nice. The tense is always the first word. The main verb is always the last word. And then there's stuff sometimes in between. So my main verb is hidden. So I'm going to do a plus sign, but I'm not going to write the word hidden. I'm going to write its base form. And the base form of hidden, meaning what's its original verb, is the verb hide. That's how I got the word hidden. It comes from the verb hide. So therefore, the mathematical breakdown of I have hidden the donuts from you is present plus have plus en plus hide. So I'm going to change my pen color here. I'll go to a lovely green. And what I want to do next is I want to show you the other task that we're going to take on today. This is deconstructing the verb, taking have hidden and saying have hidden is actually present plus have plus en plus hide. The other task we're going to take on is taking the mathematical equation and reconstructing the verb. And here's how it works. I want you to remember that if there's a tag means means en, or a tag means ing. The tag always goes with the next word. So en is going to go with this word. So therefore, the way I read this and reconstruct it is I say the present of the next word, which is have. So the present of have is like saying has or have. And the en form of hide is hidden. So that gives me has hidden or have hidden, which is what my original verb was. So we're going to practice how to take on a verb, deconstruct it, and then reconstruct it. So this is the first example. I'm going to pause my video. I'm going to start a second video with another example.